Welcome back to my channel, My Fish and I. Today, wow, I discover a new problem to worry about in the hobby. I own over 20 plus fish tank, and I have every single filtration system, almost every single filtration system throughout my fish room. Literally, it's not a problem with filters, but on all my tanks I have two different filtration system. The one that I have filters, like I have in this tank sponge filters. So I have a lot of sponge filters in my low breeding tanks and stuff like that. But mostly on my big tanks I have literally canister filters, and it range from Marineland, from FX5, XS6, Ehiem 213, 217, 225. I have almost every Ehiem filter. And I was doing a water change, and some tanks I have no filter. The reason why I try to put as less mechanical stuff in my fish tank because of this fear. I was changing this tank today, and I just touched the water before I do the water change to basically I was gonna put the hose, connect it, and to suck out the water, but I felt electric shock. I'm like, what the hell? I felt electric shock. So I'm like, you know what, maybe it's the heater. So I plugged out the heater, put my hand back in, still shock. I was like, what the hell? So I said, okay, maybe it's a light because it's an open tank. I turn off the light, still shot me. I have two canister filter on this, a Ehiem 213 and a Ehiem this one, and a Ehiem 213 and a 217. So when I look now, I plug out each filter and I realize it's this filter that's giving out the electric shock. The Ehiem, I think that's a 215. Yeah. Now I have to literally say, what the hell? Maybe I think, alright, maybe the propeller or something broke inside and the housing is busted or anything like that, so it's giving off electric current. So I'm like, this is a new problem I have to worry about. That's why I don't try to put like heaters in most of my tanks, or even pumps in the tank, because in my piranha tank they bit the cord and almost electrocute and kill themselves. So I own almost every fixer. See, FX6 sponge filters. So I'm not sponsored by no filter company, or I'm partial to owning one filter versus the next, because I use them all and I can literally tell you which one is the best, you know what I'm saying? And for the most part, Ehiem filters are not bad. See, on this tank, in this tank, FX6 Ehiem, the other one FS5 Ehiem. So on my discus, FX6 Ehiem 27. I own a sump on my 350 gallon. So I narrow it down to this guy, because when I plug it in, when I plug out everything else and plug that in, I'm still feeling a shock. Once I plug it out, there's no shock. So I'm like, you know what, I'm thinking maybe the propeller is bad, so you know what, I just need to change it. Maybe having some electrical issues or whatever like that. So literally I open up the canister filter to try to troubleshoot it on what to do. It's not the outlet, because as I tell you, I have the light, it's above the water line, no water touch it. My outlet is on the ceiling, so to avoid any electric coming in, any water contact with it. So after I remove the housing from the filter, I look inside the propeller and everything is good. There's no damage to the motor, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I changed this propeller literally a year ago. So I look and say, you know what, maybe something is damaged, it's not going so well. Check everything, perfect, nothing's broken, and the housing don't look cracked. So I chalk it up to, I'm not sure if anybody have this experience. I'm not gonna use this filter no more. I'm just definitely gonna just take out the stuff and throw it in the garbage. But I want to know, do you guys, any one of you guys had this experience? I see online somebody have a similar experience, but I just think water went on maybe their electric cord or something like that. But I saw somebody else have another experience like that. But usually these are very good filters. You know what I'm saying? I never thought we have to worry about, this is the next thing to worry about. Because that's why I don't like to have like heaters, because I know heater explode, and literally my discus tank is the one that, and like breeding tanks or growing up fries are the only tanks that majority of my tank don't have heater. I probably have heater in like 2-3 tanks out of my 20 something aquariums that I own, for this reason, because I try not to put power heads in it. Power head, let me see. I have a power head in 2 tanks out of the 20. You know what I'm saying? And because of this fear, I remember I did it one time with the piranha, and they bit the cord, and I almost electrocute all these guys and literally murdered them. So I was already had this fear of being paranoid and literally not putting those stuff in the tank. Now new fear unlocked. Even the canister filter that's outside of the tank can go bad and shock your fish. My fish are fine, they're still swimming like nothing happened, but who knows how long they were getting that shock and how long they would survive, right? And magically you would be, if I wasn't doing a water change that time, I wouldn't have no reason to touch the water. And it's weird because usually I put on my changing water gloves and it's rubber, so I probably wouldn't even feel it if I did it. I just found it strange. I was just setting it up, put it in, and bam, this shit shocked the hell out of me. So that's a new thing you guys gotta check before you do your water change. Use your finger and just touch the top of the water before, because something could be letting out electric current and you don't even know. And sometimes it's not strong enough yet for your fish to be affected, because fish are very adaptable, you know what I'm saying? They can be, it's gonna take a matter of time for them to, it affects them in a certain way. So always check your electronic devices that you put in your aquarium, or do it like LRB, that don't put nothing in there, filterless, planted, and you don't have to worry about that. But most of us can't keep fish like that, so check your heaters. Don't forget to check your heaters. Don't forget to check your canisters. Although I don't see no damage in my canisters, you know what I'm saying? I always service them, so that's a mystery. But I guess I had them for many years, so I guess it's just old and it have its life duty, because I think I have that canister for, to be honest, probably for over 10 years. So it did its job, but that's a new fear unlock, man. So check your heaters, check your filters, check your power head, any electronic devices. Please check those things, but check your water before you check water changer, or even before you feed it every day. Now, from now on, I'm just gonna put my finger in the on the water just to make sure there's not no shortage in the current or going in. But this is the second time this shit happened to me. Like years ago it happened, but I knew what the problem was because I put a power head like an idiot in a piranha tank, and of course piranha do what piranha do, and they bite shit, and bam, it literally hurt the fish. So that's my story on how the canister filter almost wiped out my 120 gallon fish tank, and it was gonna kill all the rainbows and clown loaches and all those inhabitants in those fish. So I just made this quick video to warn you guys that before you do your water change, These are some things you got to keep in mind. Check all your electronic devices. Touch your water before you change the water, or touch your water after you feed or before you feed your fish, so you can know what's going on in the water in your fish tank. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Thank God the disaster, no fish was harmed in this video.